The new cabinet,
Have you got a new job?
I've no idea.
looks remarkably similar to some old ones.
Maybe just going for a stroll down Whitehall.
Dominic Raab back as Deputy Prime Minister and Justice Secretary.
I think he gave a very powerful, humble and clear speech on the steps of number 10 Downing Street. I think he's going to be the right guy to lead this country.
But even he struggled to get in the building.
Have a look at it.
Michael Gove returns as Levelling Up Secretary, the job Boris Johnson sacked him from in July.
What do you make of Rishi Sunak as a Prime Minister? Did we need a change in this country? You seem strangely silent, Mr. Gove.
I'll call you back, thank you.
But the most controversial resurrection is that of Suella Braverman.
Oh, I'm absolutely delighted. For Rishi Sunak, for the Conservative Party, for the country.
6 days after being fired for a security breach, she's already back running the Home Office.
Rishi Sunak said at noon he wanted a government of integrity and professionalism, and then 5 hours later he reappointed the Home Secretary, who had to resign less than a week ago for breaching the ministerial code, for security lapses. And this just looks like not taking seriously our national security and our public safety.
This is largely a continuity cabinet with few fresh faces. Those running the Treasury, Foreign Office and the Ministry of Defence all remain in post. One surprise, Rishi Sunak's leadership rival, Penny Mordaunt, has not been promoted. She's said to be furious that she's staying as Leader of the House. But elsewhere, hints on policy. The new Work and Pension Secretary, Mel Stride, backs uprating benefits in line with inflation. Seasoned Whitehall watchers seem encouraged.
One of the things that really hobbled both Boris Johnson's cabinet and Liz Truss's cabinet was that they really had people who were chosen for loyalty first and competence second. It does help to have dissenting voices because, if you like, you get early warning of the troubles your policies might run into if you don't just cram your cabinet full with people who are absolutely of the same mindset as the top team.
This morning, Liz Truss and her cabinet posed for one final photo. Following her out the door, 11 of her top team sacked by Rishi Sunak, with 10 keeping their jobs and others moved to new roles. For all those moving to Whitehall, others are heading in the opposite direction.
Give us a minute, please. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much.
Like sacked Foreign Office Minister Vicky Ford.
Some of us need to move on in order to make sure that he has got room to bring in some really good talent from all across the party.
Clearing out her desk before returning to the backbenches.
I now have the ability to speak slightly more freely than I may have done when I was sitting in a different place.
Within hours of his sacking, Sunak critic Jacob Rees-Mogg already seemed to have adapted to his new life. Without their government cars, ex-ministers will be getting used to public transport once again. There is a new regime in town, well aware the clock is ticking down to the next general election. Joe Pike, Sky News, Westminster.